You new here? If so, hit that like button, drop in the comment column, teamwork makes the dream work, and subscribe. After you have done that, welcome. But to all my members, yeah, y'all already know what time it is, man. I'm back in your face with another one. I just wanted to bring you guys some content before I shut it down for the day and prepare for later on today. You understand me? But TV Inc. family, top of the morning. I'm gonna let these bulls step out and use the potty. Check trap, make sure everything is still in one is for. I call it a night TV Inc. family. So while I'm doing that, I feel like I wanted you guys to tap in and enjoy me doing it at the same time. In other words, I wanted to give you guys some more content. So with that being said, TV Inc. family, help me beat this thing up. Let's get to it. Hey, I don't know where they come from, right? I don't know where they come from. I heard that. I won't be spending all that money like I spent the last time for that old simple visit. You know how much money I spent on that simple visit? Almost $400 something just for some antibiotic pills in the shop. So you better hope you're not doing stuff you ain't got no business doing. I'm telling you not. Because if that itch start back, you're going to be dealing with that till I feel like I want to get that taken care of again. We're not working backwards. We're moving forward. Letting you know now. What makes you think? What makes you think when you sitting up that mean that you calling the shot? You're not. Keep calm. I'll get to you when I feel like it. Hey, baby, here. I need you running up on Betty Hill. I'm gonna put you up. If you think that's what you're gonna do. You're not gonna do that. You every time. Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay. Go. Every time you see somebody else out, you think you need to run up on them and bite all on them. There ain't nobody want you biting all on them all the time, baby. I don't know what makes you think that's what they enjoy. Bro, why did you? Hey, bro. Hey, do that again, bro. You do that again, bro? I just stopped you from doing that, right? I just stopped you from drinking that water like you ain't got no sense, right? And you still done it anyway, right? Watch this. What's what I'm gonna do for you, brother? Come on, keep rolling. He's sitting there drinking like camel, like he ain't got no sense. And then he drink to a point where he end up allowing the walk. He allowed himself to what's wrong with this guy. What's going on, Drew? Man, what's going on, brother? Just wanted to bring you guys, a little razzle-dazzle, man, before I shut it down. I bought you guys a couple of hours, and I haven't even jumped in the shower. You understand me? I got off live and started tapping into some other things, man. That just, that's what us workaholics do, man. Well, sometimes we don't know how to shut down. We gotta keep it moving, huh? We gotta keep it moving. Man, I don't know what's with this here, man. My little my setup, man. The battery been running out fast for some reason. I guess. Oh, okay. Yeah, my battery is low. I ran it. I don't know where you going with that one, Drew, but I guess that's a special language and part of your world, my brother. Respectfully though. Motion, lotion. I don't know what you going with that, my boy. That sound like some old freaky shit right there. If you trolling, brother, I'm just being respectful and ain't paying you. But if you trolling, yeah, brother, you need to go and get you some rest, brother. If that's all your mind focus on, man, it's putting lotion in your hand and moving with the motion, man. Yeah, you need to get you some rest, man. That ain't what life is all about, man. Yeah, man. I don't know what he talking about, motion, lotion, man. You saying sex offender, then you think you at in prison? You talking about motion, lotion, man. You gotta be in a 6x8 cell talking like that. We tapping in, you tapping to greatness, man, with bulls. And you hit me with some motion, lotion, man. You went left, bro. That's how I'm feeling like you did, brother. That motion, lotion, brother. That wasn't no good. That wasn't no good. How can I put it in words? That wasn't no good. Choice of words to put together. You understand me? Motion, lotion, yeah. That don't look good on. That don't sound like no something that you shouldn't go up and do there about. You understand me? Yeah. Somebody hit you with some motion, lotion, boy. If you don't start, goddamn me, trying to figure out what's on their mind, man, to make sure we on the same, yeah. Then you just must be one of the ones that like that motion, lotion. You understand me? For real, for real. Nah, for real, Drew, just respect. Just listen to it. Motion, lotion. Nah. That's some freaky shit right there. Like, yeah. Get in the corner for that, Drew. Yeah, brother, be careful, man. Don't do that no more. Yeah. Or if you didn't mean nothing about that, brother, do not say that around the wrong person, because they don't think you want some motion. You understand me? Without the lotion. You understand me? For real, brother. And then you gonna keep dropping your big old stinker nose, huh? Let's go. What are you doing, Jay? Dang, man. Listen, you're not no bully, man. You're not gonna bully anyone. You pushing everybody out the way because you want to come in. You're gonna hurt someone. Ah, dang, calm down. You're not no 3-pound dog. Say, bro, that's weird. Y'all do, yeah, that's weird, bro. Hell nah. Y'all better make sure when y'all out. That's not when I came let you out. To parlay and cock your legs to the side and watch it and pay attention to what's going on and not taking care of your business before I put you back in your home. You better be taking care of business, man. I ain't got time. I don't be waking up to no overgrown dogs that know better poops and piss, which I know y'all not gonna do that. But you know, you never know about y'all. Y'all love to put me in the bag of the game and try to put a twist on it like you don't know what's going on, like I'm losing my mind. No, I ain't losing my mind. I know y'all know better. So yeah, y'all better take care and drop the biggest stinker loads y'all need to drop before I shut down shop. For real, for real. What's going on, Rip? What's going on, man? What's going on, huh? What y'all got going on, man? What y'all got going on this morning, man? What y'all got going on this morning? I don't mean to take my baby a bath today. I'll take her a bath later. Well, not later on today. I mean, take her a bath. I got sidetracked trying to doing too much. Man, the same old boss, man. Overstood. Appreciate you, brother. The love. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love. Don't start that. You gonna get put up. Hey. Let's go. I just told you, don't start that. And you the main one. When I say don't start something, you think you special, so you get on in there special. Yeah, you very special, because you act like you losing your mind. When I stop, that means stop. And y'all too. Y'all gonna get put up too. Instead of you guys giving her the understanding that when I say stop, that means stop. That means I'm gonna move my mop again. I want to see if you mess with my mop. That's what I want to see. I want to see you mess with my mop. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it moving in front of your face. I want you to mess with my mop. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I want to see if you mess with it. I want to see if you mess with my mop. Yeah, I know it. So when you start acting like a cat, I'm gonna put you right in the eye. Yeah, you playing games. Y'all better not be doing. I don't know what you doing. You better get on. Come on in this high. Let's go. I got me one mask off. You love me, don't you, man? You keep up with. You love trying to keep up with me, man. Look, this how this gonna go. Hold that, moderator. Let me serve this junkie, man. Check this out, man. I understand that you enjoy the juice that I'm serving, man, and you know, at times when I'm not, filling your cup up, you want to feel some type of way because you think you're the only one that's a part of the family. Goddamn me, deserve refills, right? So this how this gonna go, brother. In order to remain someone that can jump on my live with the trolling and speak outside your mind like you know what's going on, say sorry. That's what you do. Say sorry. Or if you don't want to say sorry because you feel like, I ain't nothing weak about me, you won't want nobody to think you're weak, just get in the corner, put your face in the corner, raise up your one of your legs, and this is what I want you to say. Theo, you are the best. Theo, you are the best. I want you to say that 1,000 times. You understand me? Say that 1,000 times, and then whenever you finish, have a seat and don't say a word, no more, while I'm on live. And then you'll remain. But if you can't handle that, I will make it to where you won't even be able to find my lives no more. How about that? Mask off. Yeah, I know it. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Cause you starting to remind me of a poodle. Yeah, you are. Yeah, yeah. A poodle on the hooter. Yeah, that's who you reminded me of. A poodle on the hooter. Yeah, you need to stop it, man. You smoking too many hooters, man. And if you don't know what hooters is, that is a crack substance with marijuana to mix together. They call that a hooter. You understand me? If you don't know what that is, that's how you acting, like a poodle on a hooter. You understand me? Smoking that hooter, yeah. For real, for real. Yeah, man, it's all, man. I don't know what this dude get that, man. That man is just dry, man, just coming for me, man. It's 1:31 in the morning. He overgrown ass man. Overgrown ass house. You do one more thing too. I'm gonna put your ass off that freaky shit you doing. Too young for that. You 5 months. You ain't ready to work yet. It ain't time to work yet. You be ready to time to work. You're not working, doing nothing yet. Too young. Get in the house. Get in the house. Get in the house. Get in the house, bro. Get in the house, bro. House. Yeah, TV ain't family, man. We gotta show good sportsmanship, man. You know, we got trollers, man. For some reason, they think they experts at jugging, man, and just don't understand, man. That some of the shit they be saying, man, just make them sound like real live fools. Them spit bulls hard headed. But just when you think you done got, you just like just when you think you didn't serve one, another one coming, man. I think the trolls come out at night, man. You know, I think the trolls come out at night, man. I guess they looking for that dime they used to have in the middle of their stomach, and they realize, you know, you can't keep the diamonds when somebody see that you walking around with a tail in your ass. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna keep that diamond with your tail in your ass. The motherfucker gonna see that you're easy task. So they gonna snatch that shit right up out your stomach. Come here, give me that. Yeah, let me have that put that in my pocket. You understand me? Winks link don't stand a chance, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop the trolling, man. Stop the trolling, man. Cause get what? Yeah, I make a day. I make a day. I set it up to where my channel be set up to what trollers got a day. To where I won't do number focus on trolling trolls. You know what I'm saying? Me to let you know you got the right one. I just don't entertain it, but you got the right one. You got the right one. Believe that. Yeah, you got the right one. Trust and believe you got the right one. You understand me? But TBN family, man, you know, God is good, man. God is good all the time, man. Man, I'm just liking how everything is starting to come together, man, for me and you. You know, we steady rising. Every day. Every day we rising, man. To all my newcomers, man, all my new subscribers, man, thank you, man. I salute you with two ends, man. I salute, man. I salute, man. Welcome on board, man. You're a part of it, man. And guess what? You're not alone when you rocking with Theo. No cutting no corners. We ain't sparing nobody that feel that everyone on this end is a target because we not paying you no mind. Yeah, we gonna get out of our bodies, man, behind our brand, man. So, you know, everything that goes on this channel, man, is for you guys. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna leave myself out. Y'all already know I ain't gonna leave myself out. It takes to put a thumbnail together and title that live, you know, something that's catchy, and hit that live button and wait till that 1, 2, 3, and then you on. You know what I'm saying? Me, it takes courage for that. So I gotta get in where I fit in, man. Cause you know I'm turning up and showing out with you guys. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna build it. We gonna build this thing up, man, and tap into to one another's plugs, man, and get us and get recharged. You understand me? From that energy that each and one of us carry, man. On top of the land, man. I got the plug, you got the plug. You understand me? Let me get some of that juice from you. How your day was, man? It was great, man. Thank you for asking. How was yours? Oh man, man, feeling Tony Tiger, great, woo, woo, woo. That's some energy, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna catch up with you, though. I'm gonna get back to this here, what I was doing. Yeah, that kind of, you understand me, for real, TB Inc. family. Got another one, Theo. Where you at? Let them trolls, they give you booze. The longer they stay on, it helps your channel forget. Overstood. I'm already knowing. Boy, you saying, hey, Rob, boy, you better, boy. You know better, boy. You know better. I love them engaged, and they engaged. They don't know no better. So the reason I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you some understanding, because y'all family. So it's only right that I fill you guys in while I say I show good sportsmanship to the trolls when they troll. As long as I'm engaging into their madness and they responding back, yeah, that's a good content on people algorithm. You understand me? Yeah, I be in the algorithm, man. People be running across my content, man, and once they tap in, man, it's hard to tap out, man, without subscribing, man. For real, for real. I'm just one of those ones, man. I ain't just being arrogant. I'm just being honest, huh? Nah, for real, for real. Is there something wrong with your new mail? Nah, ain't nothing wrong with no new mail. I'm finna subscribe. Appreciate you. Yeah. And to all my trollers that like to subscribe, all my trollers that like to play little games, right? When they subscribe and they, unsubscribe and make me feel like, instead of my subscriber column is increasing, it's decreasing. Man, I'm not falling for that bait. That's fool bait, man. Every time you remove yourself, you understand me? 20 or 30 more come pulling up, man. That's for real, for real. You understand me about the well and want to be tapped into greatness, man, and shine with greatness and want to remain in a great state. So they like they feel like being a part of those that's moving and grooving and thinking the way they thinking and headed where they going is the best environment to stay in oneness with they inner self. You understand me? Meaning they inner peace. You understand me? And they feel like staying engaged in those that's headed where they headed. You know what I'm saying? Is the best way to stay in remembrance of what we putting this thing together for. So at the end of the day, regardless if you get to playing them game, want to subscribe and unsubscribe, man, I got people that really for real, man, is really tapped in, man, and ready to show up and show out with me. You understand me? For real. Look like something wrong with his legs. Who was that? Talking about chasing? Oh no. You gotta remember this, my people, and I'm gonna just be transparent with you. So you gotta remember that some of these guys that do the inbreeding, right? You remember I was telling you, I don't know if you was around when I was giving, because you just subscribed, so that means you probably just ran across my live. You just discovered me, huh? But a lot of times when you're dealing with people that's inbreed, and I'm here to tell you, inbreeding, you're taking a hell of a chance, right? When you be striking, you know what I'm saying? And they'll squeeze through the cracks and get a whole litter that's sellable, that's functional. But sometimes, even though that litter that whole litter mate came out, and the litter is, they end up got some dysfunctional features about themselves. So his father has like a feature about himself, like a trait, to where he kind of sits, you know what I'm saying, a certain kind of way. And I'm thinking my son picked up one of those features. So, you know, that could be a good thing outside the box, and it could be a bad thing to someone that just look at just the flaw. Me personally, I look at that what some may consider a flaw is a unique feature in my dog's posture. You know what I'm saying? Because let's say, for instance, I breed my son, and then somebody going around because my dog is popular and speaking about my dog is in their dog's pig. I'm gonna be looking for certain features in your dog. I mean, that's a trait. You know what I'm saying? He functional. You know what I'm saying? He just sit. He like to sit certain kind of ways. You know what I'm saying? And do things certain kind of ways where it look like he's dealing with issues, but he ain't dealing with issues. That's just how he like to sit. You know what I'm saying? And that's a unique trait. You know what I'm saying? And really be honest with you, I'm really grateful for it. In the beginning, it was something that I just didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, God dang, why you always sitting down sometimes and splitting your legs? But after a while, I watch how he move and groove when he up and move, and then he don't have no problem with his hind legs. You know what I'm saying? So I just looked at it as being a special feature about itself. You know what I'm saying? Something that I can keep in mind. It's just like me and you. We all got special features. You know what I mean? When we have our children, we be looking for certain things when we look at our children. Be looking at their toes, be looking at their hands, be looking at their noses, be looking at their ears, look at their belly buttons. It's certain things that we notice that we mark majority of our children with. So when someone is saying that baby is ours, you know, because, you know, sometimes, you know, man is all over the place, have a habit of laying eggs, you know, in certain places, all behind getting too careless, right? And stuff end up happening. So, you know, you have women that you done dealt with that's let you know, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? That night you came through here and we both was full of, man, and you know you went up and through there and you know that rubber popped, right? Yeah, but I know I pulled out. No, you thought you pulled out, but I'm pregnant. And then the baby ended up coming up and she started saying it's your baby. You're a real man that's responsible, that's concerned and want to make sure he clear the air to make sure ain't nothing, he don't have no attachments with this woman or ain't nothing what this woman saying. Try to make sure this woman ain't speaking on something that ain't true. You know, we gonna pull up to go figure, you know, let me see about that. Let me see what's going on. Where the baby at? I ain't sitting there, it's your baby. Yeah, it's your baby. And we start going looking for the most special features. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same with our animals too. We just get so wrapped up and running across dogs that a lot of breeders show a lot of breeders show just the good. They never show those little features like that because to them they look at it as being a flaw. And they know some people talk about certain like stuff like that, so they don't want to give you the understanding about these features or something unless you catch it, like how you did. You see how you caught it? But I'm already knowing this here. But you know, if you reflect back on some of my videos, you'll see he's very functional. You know, yeah, he's moving and grooving. You know, so you know, to move forward, brother. You know, it's just a special feature, brother. That's it. It's just a special feature. Now, a lot of times when you got a bully that's dealing with leg problems, it may be because you know how a lot of these breeders, a lot of them did, a lot of bulls deal with joint problems. You know what I'm saying? And that's all because you know how you got, let's say, for instance, you got a breeder, right? He knowing what the pig is like, but he understand that people are so driven by looks to a point the way he try to rush the process. Meaning he start pounding all this weight on his dog, letting his dog get start letting his dogs, his puppies, the litters that he trying to get off, he probably let them glut, you know what I'm saying? Just meaning just go in the bowl and just act up in the bowl and eat the most, and he just continue feeding them. That's the reason why you'll see some breeders that have pups and stuff, and they putting them in the earth. You're like, God dang, that puppy healthy, fat head, he's very healthy. The dog is going, if it's in his DNA, that's gonna happen anyway. You don't have to rush it, but what a lot of breeders do, they rush that. You know what I'm saying? To get straight to the, to some of the features that's gonna eventually start coming out of the dog later on. So what happened is when they do that, they cause the dog to start having joint issues because the dog didn't fully develop properly. You know what I'm saying? To where when he did reach a certain point, you know what I'm saying, the way his features is starting to pop out, his joints are bad a little bit. So all this weight that he's gonna start picking up and he gaining as he mature or she mature, it's gonna start taking a toll. You know what I'm saying? And it start happening later on and stuff of that nature. But man, I don't know where you going with this, man, Scott, man. Listen, man. Listen, brother. If you been supporting this channel, you done heard me talk to many people that ask questions. If you mean you supporting this channel, you been hearing me tell people, man, y'all have to be careful with your approach, man. When you start approaching and coming like trollers, man, I don't have no other choice but to think that's what you want, man. At the end of the day, just like you say you've been supporting the channel, I have been seeing your face around. And you have been kind of clean, you know what I'm saying? So when you start getting off beat, because I paid attention to your pattern. Your pattern has been smooth. And then you jump to something that makes me feel like you're on some trolling. That ain't with your pattern. So I made me think that you iffy. So I'm only doing what I know best, meaning serve somebody that look like they too wavy. Yeah, I'm gonna let you know. You better make sure you really engage and you for real about how you coming or how you feeling about Theo. All this old one moment you certified and the next moment you don't know if you want to keep keep it civilized. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with all that, man. I ain't wishy-washy, brother. So respectfully, if you feel like I came at you the wrong way, be careful then, bro. Stop coming like trolls, bro. Chill, bro. Just be great, bro. Keep a clean bill, bro. So you ain't gotta worry about me thinking you on some little boy time, man. Respectfully though. You ain't said nothing about you had no poodles, brother. You ain't said nothing about you had no poodles, brother. If you go back and read your, let's go back to mascot with this poodle stuff. Let's go back to mascot. Let me see if mascot if he it say I'm talking about my poodles. All right. It say shit up with these poodles. Shut up. You said shut up with these poodles. First thing I'm thinking that this SHT without the U, me personally, I'm not with all abbreviation. I ain't on point with this social media texting or whatever. So the first thing I did, I put what I want to put after that H. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking you saying shut up with these poodles, cleaning up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm cleaning up and my dogs are moving around. So even if you talking about your poodles, I ain't I'm cleaning up and my dogs out. So cleaning and my dogs been out and you talking about poodles and cleaning together. That's what I'm doing. So check this out, brother. Now you starting to take my kindness for weakness, brother. You think you being brother, stop mask out, man. You understand where I'm coming from, brother. You know what I'm saying, man? Let's just be gentlemen, man. Let's be scholars, man. Let's be civilized people, man, and talk to one another like we got sense, bro. Because all this old trying to pull woo on me, bro, is not working. Because basically that's what's going on. You probably was talking about your poodles if you was, but you seen how you put them words together. How do you expect me to take that? I'm cleaning. That ain't even, yeah. All right, yeah, it's all good. We ain't gonna, hey, TB Inc. family, what's going on? Yeah, mask out, man. God bless you, brother. One thing I haven't done, man, since I've been a part of my I've been going live and dealing with my community, man. I don't get off and dressing people up in costumes unless I feel like somebody trying to play me. Then I'll probably dress you up in a costume and I'm gonna be respectful with it. So, as far as telling someone they bugging and trying to belittle somebody that just ain't my focus, man. What I'm living for, man, and what I got going on is bigger than the stuff that I used to be a part of, man. You'd have called me probably about 15, 20 years ago. Yeah, I probably would have been about that old ignorant smoke. But I'm a man that stand for something, have a purpose, man, that's word they're standing behind, man, and I just ain't got time to be trying to make sense out of something that's in plain sight. Because at the end of the day, my thing is like this. Even if you was responding to me asking everyone how they doing, it's a proper way to come and give me the understanding about that, right? Thug, yeah, I am a thug. I'm a true hero under God. You right. I'm a thug. I don't know about you, but I am a thug. I'm a true hero under God. Yeah, I am. I'm a true hero under God. Yeah, I'm truly a thug. You know what I'm saying? So if you trying to insinuate something, man, yeah, man, that listen, brother, that right there, brother, listen here, man, TB Inc. family, let's get back to it. Yeah, man, we just, we gotta, TB Inc. family, we gotta remember, man, that the more we continue to rise, man, we gonna eventually start moving those fakers in ways to where they gonna start blowing their covers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you being great and you really someone that's really pushing P. At the end of the day, the ones that probably sitting around at your round table and not really telling you how they really truly feel in the inside when you speaking on something or you moving a certain kind of way, eventually after a while, them sitting at that round table so long and you pushing that piece so hard, eventually they gonna blow their cover. They ain't gonna be able to handle it no more. They ain't gonna be able to handle it no more. They gonna, man, fuck it. Man, I don't like y'all guys, man. Yeah, they gonna start blowing their cover. They gonna start getting all out of whack. And we gotta be prepared for these kind of people. We still gotta keep it clean slate and we gotta be professional, you know what I'm saying, to be civil with these people, meaning by being respectful. Hey, brother, I apologize that you finally realized that, this is not a room that you feel comfortable in, brother. So with all due respect, man, you can grab your little bag, your luggage you have with you. You can grab your notebooks that you really weren't taking notes in. You wasn't taking no notes. You had your pad out drawing and go on and keep it pushing, man. Hopefully, man, in the future, man, when you find you find yourself and you get back in line with what matters most, man, you come on back home, man. This is home, man. This is a place you can call home. But right now, all that getting all out of whack ain't gonna do nothing but cause a whole lot of other people, man, to get out of whack, man. So we ain't gonna be able to have that here, man. You gotta be able to keep these people, man, in line, man. No, man, you working too hard, man, and too smart, man, to be sitting there entertaining local joker bait, man. It's local joker bait, man. I ain't with no local joker bait, man. This thing is bigger than some local joker on the plate, man. I'm eating beef and steaks and potatoes and shrimp and fish, and I'm lifing, man. I'm enjoying the fruits, man, of my labor, man, enjoying the fruits of being closer to my father, man, enjoying the fruits of my production, man, and my gifts, you understand me? So I don't want to ever allow myself to get too distracted and start feeding into things that make people question who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got time for that, man. I ain't got time after I done kind of spoke my piece and you still don't have no understanding about it. I ain't got time to keep trying to give you understanding, because that's what we doing. I say one thing, you understand my reason why I feel some type of way, and you back door and still don't have no understanding. well, man, you know this and this here, but whatever. Come on, brother. Let's be grown. Let's be grown folks. Let's be family, man. Let's be friends. Let's be, you know, people that's trying to rise, man. We don't need all the extra going on, man. After you know, because I can accept, you know what I'm saying, when I'm in the wrong. So that's the reason why, you know, when the brother gave me the understanding that, you know, he was speaking, he was responding to my question, but how he came, you know, it's not, don't sound like he responded to my question. So I gained an understanding the reason why I kind of was, you know, I came at him that way. Instead of brother say, oh man, you sure right, I apologize, brother. You did give me an understanding in the beginning when I first tapped it to you a couple of times that you say you trying to figure this social media stuff out. You got to remember, I'm still a vegetable, man. I ain't got this thing already locked down in the, yeah, got it by the neck, man, and putting it down. Yeah, I ain't got it all the way locked down. So when y'all start hitting me with these text message comments and, you know, leaving certain words out, you know, when you putting, you know, words together and you leaving certain letters out and stuff, I don't understand the text message. You know what I'm saying? Message. You know what I'm saying? You know, I expect you to, you know, come straight, spell the words all out. I understand that, man, because I don't want to end up putting letters in between letters that don't go there. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the the SHT could have been shit, shut, or it could have been anything, shirt, or whatever it could have been. I don't know. So however I take it, you know, you gotta respect it because that's just what it is. You can't expect for my reality to be your reality. So just because you may see things one way and I see things another way, that don't make you a bad person or make me a bad person. I have a reality, you have a reality. So when you put that SHT together, I may think it say shit. Or when I read the sentence, I may just make it say shut or anything. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta respect that, brother. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm just doing what I feel like is the right thing to do. Regardless if me and the brother is not having no understanding or whatever, man. I have seen his face around a couple of times. He have reached out and said, you know, drop some good, you know, some jewels on me. But someone that understand my struggle and saying they really been tapped in, and I gave them to understand me, y'all bear with me, man. You know what I'm saying? They will understand that I'm still trying to learn how to tie my shoes up better. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that I'm still, you know, in training, man. I'm not a professional, a content creator yet. It just looked like it because I'm just good at what I do. Whenever I tap in, I just know how to make it look like, man, this boy well rounded, man. He got this thing figured out. Because I know how to focus on bettering my yesterdays, if that makes sense. So today, if I'm coming this way, it's gonna be even stronger. Then the next day is gonna be even stronger. Then the next day is gonna be stronger. You know, it gets stronger and stronger. So I don't stay in the shell and still focus on trying to fix a flaw or something I said in my last live. I don't move forward. I tripped out in that last one. I'm gonna start cleaning up and making sure I think about what I'm saying a little quicker and make sure, you know, it comes out right and make sure if I do say something wrong, I clean it up right then instead of looking back and reflecting back on my live and be like, ah, dang, man, I don't think I got this stuff together now. Worry about yesterday's. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we did yesterday, you know what I'm saying? It was yesterday's, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like yesterday, you know, was good too. So today gonna be better. You understand me? If it makes sense. So you know, at the end of the day, TBE family, you know, I'm not trying to make me look like a big eye, someone like a little you, or I won't, I'm not trying to make, you know, have somebody look at me like me a little you and they're a big eye. I'm just in between, man. You know, I've been telling you guys that from the beginning. I'm just in between, I'm just in between, and I just ain't got time for, you know, the unnecessary, man, you know, because believe it or not, a debate with no understanding attached to it can lead to an argument. An argument can lead to disaster. So before anything ever get to that point, and I'm seeing that I'm starting to feel like I'm going into a debate with somebody, and it sounds like somebody is getting aggressive with me, and then I'm like, what's this? What is going? I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cut it short, you know, because I don't. Hold on, TB. I just don't want to have to deal with. I don't want to have to deal with things in the future, all because of someone that probably just so happened reflected back on one of my lives or something, or someone just so happened was part of my life, and that one error of how I handle myself under pressure, they look at me like I'm not what I say I am. Yeah, I don't need none of that going on because that's the first thing that will make a person target you and say what you say you are. But at the end of the day, I have came to an understanding that at the end of the day, some people just ain't gonna be happy with what you got going on. So if they not happy and you can't get them to understand the reason why you happy and you feel the way you feel and they respect it, sometimes you just gotta say, man, sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry that you can't handle it, man. If you can't handle it, man, that's the reason why my life is my life and your life is your life and what you do is what you do and how you do it. And this is what I do and this is how I do it. This is how I'm balling. This is how you balling. At the end of the day, we on a journey. We both in line with our purpose. We both trying to figure, what should I say, trying to stay on track, man. You understand me? So at the end of the day, if you one of those ones that still easily able to be moved by the things that make you wavy, man, and I'm not that kind of person, and you think me cutting you up, cutting the man and short, it makes you look like someone like makes you feel like I'm trying to be a thug or a gangster or something, then hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being respectful. Appreciate you, Tony Van, man. Like, it's just, I'm just being honest, man. Like, at the end of the day, man, I'm not in this here to spit box, or I'm not in here to sound like a gangster or a thug, man. That don't even, I'm not a gangster or a thug. I just said I'm a thug because I broke down thug, you know what I'm saying? True hero in the guard, and that came from Zero, when Zero said he a true hero in the guard, like that was beautiful, you know what I'm saying? So I always embrace that. So when somebody's calling me a thug, I am a thug. I'm a true hero in the guard. You most definitely, yeah, I am. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what a brother was going with I'm not a thug, At the end of the day, if you saying I'm not a thug, that must mean that you looking at me as being a thug. Am I right or wrong? Why that even would come up in your conversation when we talking about something that we need to be talking about to try to resolve the issue in between us, so we won't be holding on to something and looking at each other like we problems. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a problem with one another. What's the topic going on here, sir? Man, blessings on top of blessings, man. Enjoying the fruits of my labor. Making sure I keep trollers in line. Making sure I stay in oneness and keep my community in oneness with greatness. And all that good stuff. That's what's going on. And what I'm doing right now, I'm just stretching out something that I experienced with one of my members, man. They say he really been supporting me, but the way he came off in the beginning of my life, it threw me off a little bit. So I thought he was on some trolling time. So I'm just responding in a way that someone will respond if they feel like someone trolling. So it kind of led to it led to me feeling like it's a debate going on. So I'm just stretching it out, making content, and I'm just kind of giving my community an understanding that these are some of the things that we have to be mindful of. If we dealing with people that, well, we can't find no solution for the problem because one see one thing another way and the other see things one way, and then we can't see things in between to where we can move forward. It's best that we just cut ties, man. Hey, man, go ahead. Yeah, respectfully. It's a thug or gangster at the end of the day. It's about providing for the family. Overstood. And providing for the family, man, and providing for every living soul on this earth to me. They consider family. This my immediate family, but everything on the globe, regardless if it's bad and good, is family to me. You know what I'm saying? So you're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? You're absolutely right. I'm a servant in the light, you understand me? I'm trying to bring the dog back to the light, and I'm trying to make the light understanding how wonderful and great it is remaining in the light. So yeah, everything that walks the foot of this earth that have any energy in their souls, and in other words, have a must see the faith. You understand me? And still have hope there. It's considered family to me. Hey. Yeah. It's gonna get ready. We gonna get ready to shut down for the night. We gonna get ready to shut down. I just say? What I just say? What I just say? That don't mean when I tell you stop doing something, you keep doing it. Doing that. When I say stop, you stop. That's been disobedient. But it's my girl, baby, that man. She just enjoying life, and we didn't reach the point. We didn't reach the late hours, the wee hours, man, where people sleeping. Hey, bro, come here, come here. I'm telling you again, bro. I'm letting you out because I'm just letting you chill, bro. But I'm really supposed to be putting you up anyway. So if you want to remain out, your best bet is to chill. You don't keep doing stuff that I tell you not to do, brother. You being hard-headed, bro. And that'll get you put up. So if you want to enjoy the fruits of popping your toes and stretching out and being great behind me and, checking trap, man, you making sure everything going on in the house in the areas where I let you run and walk free, then do that. I don't need you to be sitting there getting everybody riled up, man. My daughter got to go to school in the morning. Yeah, we ain't doing all that, bro. Chill. Pretty late. You can do that later on today. For everybody in the chat is coming new onto the channel. Be respectful in the comments. And if you're trolling, you will be blocked and removed. Understood, man. And then another thing too, now that I kind of, that's the reason why being in oneness with soundness, right, means so much, right? Because you will say one thing, and when you say it, it still be going on in your mental. Like, man, yeah, the trollers engaged into your content is a good thing because, it puts your content in the algorithm, et cetera, right? But then after a while, like you think about it, it makes you feel like, damn, it feel like I'm selling my soul. I'm selling for my soul. I'm selling my soul to get my content in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? To where I can be able to start generating a cash flow with attracting all these negative energies and making them feel like it's cool to troll. I don't think that'd be a good thing. No. We need to chastise them right there and park them right where it is. Let them know, man. This is a holy ground, man. This is a holy chat. This is a holy live, man. We ain't with all that madness. We being great on this live. We stand in remembrance of the things that matter the most on this live. We building with one another and holding each other accountable on this live, et cetera, man. We ain't trying to attract too many trolls and make them think that it's cool because we show good sportsmanship from time to time and hoping that they will eventually shake back and get on track. You understand? But we don't need to be having them just around lacking and study trolling and speaking out of line. And we got people that's really watching the comments, you know what I'm saying? And seeing all this stuff going on and making them feel some type of way, like, I don't want to be a part of this track, man. He keep too many trollers around. He ain't even getting rid of them. Yeah, I don't need none of my real ones to be debating if they should stick around because I'm not getting rid of these trolls, man. Nah, my community feel like trolling in the comment column is not cool on the live. Then that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get you out the live. Straight up. That's how it's gonna go from here on out. You come through trolling, we're gonna spare you. You know what I'm saying? Give you one strike. And sometimes my moderators don't give you too many strikes. I allow them to be moderators for many reasons. You know what I mean? Because I'm one of those people. I believe in second chance, a third chance, a fourth chance, a fifth chance, and millions of chances, trillions of chances, billions of chances, and sometimes it costs me chances. It costs me. Yeah, it costs me. So, to know, that I have a big heart like that, it's good to allow certain people to step in. Hey, brother, I think this would be the right decision. I know your heart too big and you don't look at certain things. You just believe so much of people that, well, sometimes you allow certain things to go on because you don't want to feel a certain type of way. So if you don't mind, you can put me in charge and then I can take care of the things that's loose ends and stuff of that nature. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, do that for me, brother. You understand me? Take care of that, man. We all have roles, man. And I'm glad you were able to stand on business and stand up and let me know that you're willing to help me keep this thing together. So, that's just what's going on TVE family. Value the community is that why you doing this YouTube live stuff? Why makes you started you know? I started my YouTube live for many reasons. One of the reasons to market my product, my dogs, you know what I'm saying? The second reason is I put message, truth, and light, you know, things that I've been enlightening with, trying to save souls. That's the reason why I continue exercising, pushing P during my life. I'm pushing P, you know what I'm saying? Because I am someone that you may not think I am. And we'll get into it. You'll see. Right now it's just kind of, you know, I want to also allow my community and my people to understand that I am a free spirit. You know, I am one of those ones that can talk to you about a football game or a basketball game that I watch, or a soccer game that I watch, or a game that I played at Chuck E. Cheese or something with my children, or you know, I can be on that type of time, but 99.9 9.9 of the chance that just goes to show in my head, and I'm like, right now I'm trying to, you know, put these words together, but 99.9 of chances, I'm the kind of like, should I say time? I keep saying chance. 99.9 of the time, you know, I'm really, you know, on some serious time. I really don't be playing too much. Every now and then I bring my sense of humor, man. But I'm just one of those individuals that just understand, man, that right now, man, it's hard to just be in a playful move majority of the time when we living in a time where it's a lot of souls that's in a blind and all out of whack. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like me as a servant of my father and someone that stand for something, I feel like that's my responsibility. Regardless if others don't feel that way, I feel like it's because why, if I know better and understand why I know better, and the Father steady enlighten me with better and letting me know that I'm chosen for many reasons, and hold back that information. Why'd I hold that back from anyone? You know what I'm saying? Like that don't make any sense. That sound like I'm contradicting myself. Like that ain't like it don't add up. You know what I'm saying? How can I say I'm a messenger, a savior, you know what I'm saying, a servant of my father, etc., and I'm holding back information to try to feel like I'm the better, you know what I'm saying, or I'm, you know, someone's superior, etc. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I feel misunderstood most of my life too. But can you explain your life ways or your path to enlightenment is going to work for everyone? My enlightenment gonna work for everyone is because my enlightenment is divine enlightenment. My enlightenment ain't coming from someone pulling up on me and saying, "Man, brother, you know, you special, bro." You know what I'm saying? You have shown me many times, man, that it's something about you. That used to be some of the enlightenment that I used to get from others, you know, and I wasn't really taking it, but it wasn't hitting me. It wasn't really hitting me. But once the Father started enlightening me, it's a whole totally different enlightenment. So to answer your question, the enlightenment that I'm bringing is the enlightenment that will prepare you for what's to come. Time is ticking. You can accept it for what it's worth, or you can think I'm just talking like a lot of preachers and people do in church. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm here bringing truth. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, me, you know, going up and through there about my dogs. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's about my dogs, and it's about dogs spelled backwards. My God. So, just to sums it up, you know, in the simplest terms, that's what's going on, you know. Just stick around, you know what I'm saying? Whatever question you may have, eventually after being around and staying tapped in and plugged in, you will be eventually start seeing where I'm coming from. Because I'm really liking, I'm really understanding what's going on this planet, and I understand what I'm saying, and I understand why I'm chosen. You know, like I tell many of my audience or many of the members here, you know what I'm saying, Like once we in line with our higher self, man, we start conquering our emotions, the Father start rewarding us with the things that he have already rewarded us with in heaven. So our vision start getting clearer and our mental begin to start making a whole lot more sense to it, to where we able to use the information that we have developed in the physical realm. We begin to control it by using the spiritual realm to keep it in oneness with what matters the most. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, man, just stick around, brother. You know, I'll be talking for days and nights and months and years, you know what I'm saying? Trying to give you understanding about everything that I know, everything that aligns with truth, everything that. Come on, bro. Come on. You and him on some old freakazoid type crap. I don't know what y'all on, but just kissing each other in the mouths and all, bro. I ain't with all that, bro. Get on in the house, bro. Get in the house, bro. I ain't with all that, bro. Get in the house, 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 bro. Come on, bro. Get in the house, bro. Get in the house, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Come on, bro. You know what freakazoid type of stuff y'all got going on, but we ain't doing no male on male kissing and licking each other all in the mouth. We ain't doing all that. We ain't doing that. Because eventually y'all will start smelling each other buttholes and licking each other buttholes, and then y'all gonna be licking on each other peters and stuff, and I'm be wondering what kind of freaky stuff y'all got going on and all that. We ain't gonna start. I'm not gonna be chasing you down trying to stop y'all from doing stuff like that. Well, you know, brother, I must say, stay in tune. It's easy. It's easy to ask me a question and receive an answer that may be in the simplest term, to where even the simplest term will go over your head. So it's just this how I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna give it to you, and we're gonna leave it alone. We have to remember that we on the Father's time, right? So even if I did want to share what I really want to share with you, I'm still on the Father's clock. I'm on his time. And he always drilled me, don't rush perfection, right? Like, don't rush perfection. What I'm doing, I'm putting it together. I don't need you to be sharing too much. I know, you have a calling. You understand your purpose and you understand what I'm doing for you. But you also have to be mindful of what you up against. You're not fully in line with your greatest self. You close, but it's still things that going on to where I'm still kind of holding back on certain things, because I don't want to end up granting you certain things and you too emotional. And then you start just going berserk and start doing things that you feel is good that can hurt people. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, in other words, me starting to look at certain people that's 1 foot in and 1 foot out and trying to figure it out. And now that they look so out of whack, I can't see nothing else but they out of whack. And I just want to, you see what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, brother, what I'm getting at, brother, is this, brother. We have to take it one day at a time. I understand that since you've been here, you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? That's why you continue to question me and question me and question me. But I also understand this too. Just by me telling you that I'm a messenger, a savior, a son of God, etc., that already got you in an uproar a little bit. You already want to hear more, but the more I continue to show you and the more I continue to tell you, you're going to ask me another question. And another question, and another question, and then another question, and another question. And it's going to be like I'm trying to convince you instead of just bringing you the message. That's not what a messenger do. A messenger don't bring you a message, the message trying to convince you. So when you continue to ask me questions, it's basically you asking questions after questions trying to get me to convince you. In other words, because the more that I continue to ask questions like you're doing now. You're going to continue to ask question after question after question after questions. And the more I keep answering the question, you start, that's true. And then you do it, say something again, and that's true. And say something again, that's true. And say something again, that's true. And say something again, that's true. And you just keep asking for truth and truth and truth. Eventually, you're going to be like, nah, I need to find a flaw. That's the time we living in, and that's what's going on. Not saying that you are like that, but I'm just giving you understanding what can eventually start happening once I continue to reveal too much truth. You're going to keep asking question after question. That's just like if I start performing miracles. I start healing and showing you that I can heal. Eventually, you're going to say, do it again. Let me see again. I do it again. You're going to keep asking me to do it again, and it's been proven that I can heal. But you will continue to ask me to do something. And then before you know it, it's like I'm overworking myself, focusing on one thing, trying to just please you or make you understand when I have billions and billions of people that I'm trying to save, that I need to get understanding to as well. So I'm not going to continue to keep running by you. You keep asking me question after question. That's the reason why, respectfully, I told you, just take it one day at a time. Stick around. Feel the vibration, brother. We have a connection that speaks for itself. You just have to be willing to understand. Say, brother, why is it that every time at this time of the night you turn into a whole doodle bug, a June bug, or something? You start doing tricks and moves I don't even see you do during the day when I let you out. So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that, bro. We're gonna cut that short right now. Get out, baby. Check this out. I told you already once to stop pissing in the cage and pooping in the cage. It's my last time telling you, right? So what I'm gonna do is, the next time you do something that I know better. Yeah, you know I know you know better. I'm gonna clean your cage up and I'm gonna put you in timeout. Do I make myself clear? Because that's what's going to eventually happen. You're going to end up going to timeout. I'm telling you now. I've been letting you make it. I'm letting you know now. So you enjoy the fruits of being great. And listen, follow instructions. Don't keep doing what you want to do and think that you, just because you smile, that I'm thinking that you just stop. That you just a baby. Yeah, you're a baby, but you understand, baby. All right. Okay, preach your truth, brother. At the end of the day, life all about perspectives, right? Nah. You know what a perspective is? Know what a perspective is, brother. When you speak about perspective, you got to be careful of the word perspective. You understand what perspective is, right? Let's make this clear. Let's get to the point. At the end of the day, what I'm doing is not ideas. What are you doing? What are you doing? What's going on with you? I let you out and you start biting on my feet and all that kind of crap. Get in the house, man. Come on, bro. Get in the house. 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 Ideas and different views, meaning opinions, and now. It goes back to what I said, brother, when I gave you understanding before we even reached this point. And this, what you was giving me to understand about, I'm saying I'm bringing you a divine message, brother. This is not a perspective. This ain't nothing that I done just made up and put together and making it sound good. They do that all the time. We got very clever, smart people on this word that been doing that since the beginning of time. That's the reason why so many people have been misled. Because you dealing with bright people that's so smart, that know how to put words together and have you so driven to where you, I think that is the truth, man. That was deep. And there ain't nothing but his perspective, his views, his ideas he done put together and trying to make sense out of. Still going on now. They're just like a lot of people. Let's see, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to leave it at this here because I had someone send me a reel yesterday, and in that reel, I guess he felt like the brother that was building in that reel was speaking some real stuff. Yeah, he was saying part of that's how evil works. They speak of stuff that's good, that you can say, oh, that's true. But then they also bring stuff in to make you say, ah, Christian that, but so far he has been talking about a lot of truth, so you start letting stuff slide. And the stuff you start letting slide, it becomes a seed in your soil. Seed in your soil, the more he keep serving you with that truth and bringing stuff up and slide, it begin to start growing. And once it starts growing, it becomes a reality in your life. And it becomes a reality of what he used to believe, or should I say a reality of how he believed that eventually became your reality. That's what eventually started happening. The more you keep letting stuff slide, stuff start growing in your soul. And that stuff that was reality, and you start trusting them and trusting them and trusting them, and then he say one thing that you feel is something that you shouldn't question, and then someone like me come along and say, when have ignorance been bliss? Oh, that's in the Bible, man. Ignorance has never been, and ignorance will never be bliss. The dude said ignorance is bliss, and he said the reason why ignorance is because when you don't know no better, life is all fun and games. It's having fun, you're having a ball, you're running into walls, you drinking your life out the way, you mistreating women, you doing the most, you driving speeding in 30s, doing 60 miles per hour, you just reckless. You all over the place. But when you start knowing, he say all that fun, life is no fun no more. Want me to tell you what I feel about that? That's ignorance. When you know better and you know the truth, that's when life starts being fun. It starts making you smile to see that you saved someone's soul that was so out of whack that didn't believe in nothing no more. And you came and enlightened them with something that they couldn't even question. And seeing that smile that they used to have, and then seeing how they start to change and develop and things start to show that they understand that and they back into oneness, that's when life is fun. That's when it's beautiful. So, I shared that with you to give you the understanding of who I am, understanding of what I know, and the reason why you have to be careful of the things that have been taught and been forced upon you to believe because it sounds good and because it was put in a certain book and making you think it's good, when me and you both know the Father created you in oneness and harmony, created every living soul on top of this beetle one time. Everyone since day one was embraced by love. That's the first thing the Father wanted you to know. That's the reason why your mother was so focused on making sure you understand what love is before your father come in and start showing you strength. So basically what I'm getting at, okay, let's see what this brother, you see that same way of looking at it. That's your perspective. Exactly, that's what I'm telling you, it's your reality, the way you look at things, ideals, your views, that's a perspective. If you look up perspective, it would say that as well. Ideals is something that creates views, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's something that can eventually create a reality of things that probably ain't even true. It just makes sense to you. But when we start getting to the core part of things, you begin to understand that it's off a little bit. Meaning this is what happens when you just fall for perspectives. You start adding stuff to truth that's not a part of truth. So now all of a sudden, when you start speaking to somebody that just believe in truth, when they correct you, you start going in an uproar and start feeling like somebody challenges something that you learned throughout your life from experiencing things and thinking that this is the right thing, but you forgot that some of the things that you had embracing was some things that you probably embraced because it was somebody that you trust and you feel like they wouldn't misguide you, but they didn't know no better. So they passed what they felt like was good to you, and you start accepting it. Now all of a sudden, a lot of the truth you have is you, and some of the truth is some of the people you know that mean well, but they taught you stuff that was passed on to them, and it was passed on to them, and they passed on to you because the person that they passed on to them, they felt like knew better, et cetera, et cetera. So after a while, when you start running to the truth, someone that has a divine message to give you understanding, hey, it's a lot of truth in what you said, but that one thing is not true. That's a setup. Be careful. First thing, no. My mama taught me that. My motherfucking mama ain't no damn fool. My mama ain't ignorant. She always been good. And then we go into hey, bro. Hey, you ready to go to timeout? You ready to go to timeout? Because I'm going to pull this cage out and put you back in timeout before I go to bed. You'll be in timeout for 20 minutes or 30 minutes before I lay down. So your best bet is to do what you do. Yeah, exactly. Because you'll be right back in that garage. I'm glad you respect that. Means a lot to me. And I'm going to give you a treat for doing that. Yeah, you right. That's right. Respect me. You understand what's right and what's wrong. I see. I'm glad you have shown me that you understand what I'm saying. But, man, like I say, TV Inc. family and to the newcomer, man, when I bring truth, and bring the message, man, outside of my dogs, man, I don't bring it, bring it to the channel and enlighten you guys with it to try to convince you. I'm just bringing it, and I build on it, to give you the understanding, the reason why it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? The reason why, and to where in other words, I bring it to you and I break it down to you when I bring it to you so you will understand what's really going on, not what you think was going on. You know what I'm saying? If it makes sense, meaning we all can say, yeah, man, everything been going on over there and that's such and such side of town. And, I've always been told this going on and this and this, woo, woo. But we never been in there. We just been going out what everybody been saying, and then we go inside that side of town and everything that people been saying have a little bit of truth, but everything they saying is not the truth. So, at the end of the day, what I do is when I bring you the message, I bring you truth, I break it down in a way the way you will understand it's the truth. So whenever that time comes, because time is ticking, and you decide to still be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and the father like, you too wave, I'm gonna call you home. And then you like, nah, father, no, I was just waiting for the message. I ain't know this and this here. And you thinking that I wasn't a messenger, or who you didn't think I was because I'm not dressed up with this certain image that the evil been putting on you and this name that evil been putting on you since the beginning of the time. And you think that, man, he just like me anyway. Overlooking the father, and you've been saying since the beginning of time, the father working mysterious ways, and then when the father call you home, and he say, you know Theo, don't you? Yes, I know Theo, he's a content creator. Nah, he's not a content creator. He do look like a content creator, huh? Yeah, that's what he is, father. Now he was the messenger. He brought you the message. I was preparing you for what's to come. But instead, you looked at him like this, like every other sign that I have been showing you since the beginning of time. It's okay. Come on home. Got something else prepared for you. But everyone on that planet that's left there, is ones that still, that was believers. There's nothing to be feeling depressed about or feeling ashamed about. It's okay. Just got something else in store for you. And just ain't no telling what the Father may want you to be in another life. Might want you to be some new of new creatures that they need never existed no more. That never existed. He just created, the Father created a new stream or something, just like humanity. But as far as going in deep in depth and giving you the understanding about it, man. Like I say, man, this stuff is something that will be it will speak centuries, man. Like it'll be just the information within itself. The more I'm in being enlightened and the stuff that I know, it'll be a long time if I sit here and make it all about that. I'll never let you enjoy the fruits of being human or enjoy the fruits of being great. Enjoy the fruits of being created by the best, the greatest of all time. Because you'll just continue to sit here and want to hear more and more and more and more and more. And continue to question me. And no matter how much information you have piled up on top of information that's showing you that I'm him, you're going to resort back to, he's not him. But the wrong person that you probably trust to bring the truth, you'll probably say, yeah, that's him. But, I'm saying a lot. It's just you not understanding. And it's okay. That's the reason why I told you to stick around. Because you have to understand this, brother. You have to understand that people fear what they don't understand. And they hate what they can't control. That's the reason why I said 99.9% of the time, here I came out. See, it goes to show you that it's two worlds I'm living in, but I'm bringing them into one. Because the two worlds I'm living in is one, but due to the program in the beginning, in order to align the spiritual realm with the physical realm, to be able to control the things and serve my purpose fully, I have to understand. So when you heard me saying 99.9% of the time I'm trying to say that, right? That was my higher self, my spiritual self, trying to make sense of the things that I'm starting to learn now. And in order to be able to reach the people on this planet, whole totally different language. So in order to be able to reach the people on this planet, I have to understand the language that's on this planet, if it makes sense. Because the language I speak don't even exist on this planet. But, you probably saying, oh, man, what we got here? And it's cool. It's cool. I understand. You fear what you don't understand. And a lot of people hate what they can't control. I'm bringing you truth for many reasons. Time is ticking, man. This ain't one of those milk. That thing that when in Revelations when they said the world was coming to an end in 2000, right? And then nothing happened. Evil set you up. He knew that once you commit to that, and then it won't believe anything after that. Everything when truth come, you'll keep questioning the truth. Even though you knowing in your heart that it's true, you'll question the truth. That's what people do a lot. They'll hear truth and that's question truth. Boy, ain't that strange, ain't it, man? That's funny, man. That's scary too. People have heard the truth and they'll still question how you know it's true. Man, boy, I swear, man. We've been bamboozled, man. Boy, looked at, boy, I swear, boy. Evil been playing on everyone on this planet like they pawns. We calling ourselves kings and queens and major figures, and evil been playing on us like we a number of pawns. You ain't no king. Go over this way. I told you to make that left turn. You heard the Father say make the right turn. He don't run shit. Make the left turn. And you make that left turn, the first thing you say, damn, man, something told me don't go this way. The Father said, I told you not to go that way. Continue to make those decisions. I'm going to let you live with the choices you make. And then you're going to feel like I'm not around and I don't care about you. And you're going to start building this hatred towards me and start saying that if God exists, why is this and why is that? But the Father was showing you that he existed. You just didn't believe that he's the all-knowing. He's everything. You want him to come in the form of what you look like in order for you to believe that the Father exists. So when the Father noticed that it don't matter how many times he show you that he is everything and you still believing in what you believing in, instead of making that falling victim to your second mind, what evil work that you think belong to you, get what the Father say. Okay, you like them choices? Let me slide back. It's your way. You my child. I know you. Eventually you'll get it right. But if you don't get it right, then you will face a penalty for the decisions you made. There's consequences for that. You will have to answer for it. So if that's the choice you want to make, I'm watching you. I allow my creation, what you call evil, that I love as much as I love you, I allow them to go on it so far. That's the reason why a lot of souls still exist on the top of this planet that is falling more victim to a lot of evil whispers and doing a lot of things that's out of whack. But that's the reason why I come here to tell you. Time is ticking. And you can take it for what it worth. Or you can think it's just like a message that you heard in church from a lot of pastors and people that you say, man, they just tell you this and then they doing that. And you point the finger at them, not understanding you got planks in your eyes, specks in your own eyes. Instead of you understanding that the Father works in mysterious ways because you know that, and you already said that's true, you still pointing fingers, missing the message, missing the signs. The Father's at work when you think he ain't even working. He working through people you think he ain't working through, and people that you think smiling like you, got eyes like you, they got two legs like you, that's the same color as you, that may be darker than you, that may have long hair, that may have bald head, etc. You thinking they just like you. But you have to understand that the Father has some of his chosen creatures that's living in these shells. Not saying you ain't chosen, but you have to understand the difference between humanity and angels. These are two different streams of works, meaning at the end of the day, when humanity was created, that was a whole new stream of something. That's the reason why the Satan was feeling some type of way, because he felt like the Father would be making mockery of their existence. He felt like humanity would be making, would let us down. And guess what he did? When the Father say, it's not true, he felt some type of way with that, and the Father cursed him, stripped him for a lot of abilities, and let him run wild like he let you run wild. You want to make that decision you make and do what you want to do. Just because the Father is the creator, I heard people tell me, why you keep saying Father? What you mean, Father? When you create something, what you consider? When you lay down with a woman and y'all making love and y'all create a baby, what is that baby considered to you and that mother? Mother and father, right? So that's the reason why we call him Father. That God stuff come from something that exists on this planet. His name is the Father, but he'll accept whatever names that aligns you with him, as long as it's great. So God, he have accept, but he's the Father, right? But a lot of people don't accept that because they want to, people are so caught up in the world and want to be different. But the thing about different is you have to understand the differences. And when you understand the differences between you and the one that's offbeat, you begin to understand ain't nothing different about us. We all the same. Why? Because the Father having mercy on your soul and evil soul. Even though you point the finger saying evil is this and this and this here, the Satan, this and this here, this Father's creation. Just like when you have a child and your child start running wild, shooting up everybody's house and killing people and hurting people and this and this here, you ain't gonna disown your child, is it? You may not be cool with that because you raised better than that, but you're not gonna wipe your child out. I know you're not, and you know you're not. Even if your child becomes a threat to you, and everyone being says at this beginning of time and just talking, I brought you into this world, I'll take you out. That's a lie. It ain't that easy as you say it. Acceptance is somewhat of a virtue. Acceptance. Brother, you have to be careful, brother, or use words you use. Because when you use them with me, brother, I understand words, brother. And I understand in a deeper depth. And I understand where you're going, but you know, you have to be careful because it's a it's two sides of that acceptance. It can be a negative, and it can be a good acceptance. A lot of people do a lot of evil things for acceptance. They want to be a part of a certain body of people in the community, and they'll just do things that they knowing that their parents didn't disagree with, and ain't raised them to be that type of person. But since they think this crowd of people are cool, they'll do some of the things and be one of the worstest ones for acceptance. I used to be one of those ones. So that's the reason why I'm telling you, when you speak of acceptance, when you said acceptance is somewhat of a virtue, you have to understand virtue as well, brother. See, you have to understand that just because it may sound like I'm a thug, a gangster, or whatever, I'm very educated, brother. I just don't get on her and pop it, man. That I'm here bringing truth, and I'm bringing it in the most simplest terms. It ain't all about how many words I can eliminate by using one word that some don't understand, because we living in a world where people are dropped out of school in the 5th grade. Got a 3rd grade average education and we living in that time, man. So I'm speaking to everyone. And I bring it to you in the simplest terms. You know what I mean? Law of the universe. You have to understand the law of the universe. You say law of the universe, you have to be careful of the law of the universe, because the law of the universe is not the law of the universe. If we're going to say the law of the universe, what is the law of the universe? Because if you say the laws that we've been witnesses is the law of the universe, those laws that used to exist have been twisted in so many ways. What makes you think that the Father would say it's okay to have same-sex marriage, or say that a man can have 3 and 4 wives and stuff like that? What makes you think that the Father thinks like that? It's one whole, one strip, meaning one link. One whole, one link. If you were created to have 2 and 3 wives, don't you think the Father is the best of all planner and he know what he's doing? He'll create you 3 links to where you're able to satisfy all 3 of them women at the same time. It don't take a rocket scientist, man, to understand, man, the laws that the Father has set forth, in the laws that people have put a twist on it because they listening to the evil whisper. See, there you go again. Instead of you understanding the message, brother, and understanding what I'm telling you, it begins to become like a challenge thing. That's the reason why I try not to even build on this type of time, because it's already been told to me that no matter how much you talk and bring the truth, people still are not going to believe you. So it'll be a waste of time. You're here to serve a purpose, not convince anyone or make someone feel some type of way, and to a point to where they start owning you and discrediting you and saying you're not what you're saying you are. That's not what you're here for. You're a king. Be a king. Continue to focus on your peace. So a lot of stuff that I bring to this channel is things that really. Why you keep doing that? Why you keep doing it, man? That right there is gonna get it to where you don't get your you don't get that little little bit of water that I give you before I lay down. You keep pissing enough, you won't be getting no water that I normally give you. But the Father knows me. And every living soul that's in oneness with the Father know me. They know my heart. You just don't know my heart. Because you look at me as just being an average person, normal person. I'm far from normal. I'm far from ordinary. I'm far from what you may think I am. And, you may not understand who I am. You may not understand what goes on in my life every day. The things that I face with every day will probably make you go to one of these deep hours and lock yourself up thinking you're going to escape it. Because you'll think it is not existing, and you know it's existing. That's the reason why when I was beginning my morning, I was building with the community at first. I was building on something. I wanted to share how my morning went. But I said, no. I start speaking like that, they not going to understand. They're going to think I'm losing my mind. And it's okay. I'm not here to make you think that I'm the brightest person in the world. That's not my purpose. My purpose is to bring the message and serve and protect you. That's it. Prepare you for what's to come. That's it. Not here to come here and convince you and go back and forth with who the smartest and how many you understand words and this and this here and this and this here. I'm just giving you the understanding that sometimes we have to be careful and we have to understand that we got to think outside the box at all times and stop becoming parables, should I say, parents to things that we've been taught, you know what I'm saying, since the beginning of time. Because the more we continue to be parents of those things, we begin to get set in our ways and be so stubborn and when somebody trying to talk to you, you just ain't trying to hear it. Because you think that what you know is the only thing that exists. And then there you go again. There you go again. The 1% of the world, the rash personality, not knowing what the fuck I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing that I'm talking about right there. See, we get so wrapped around information and so smart and so creative to a point to where we just learn how to take something that we was taught and put a twist on it to where it sounds original, but it comes from somewhere else. And when someone come give you the understanding about the things that's going on, you begin to understand that it's hard to just stay 100% committed to 1%. Because who told you that 1% of the people in the world? Well, we get to what you're saying so I can put it in your words. Who told you that a 1% of world rash personalities not knowing what the fuck I'm doing? Well, who told you that? Because then that'd be a lie. Because what if I told you I know what you're doing right now? What if I told you I know what you're doing right now? You'll tell me I'm losing my mind. And then when I tell you what you're doing right now, you'll ask me what I'm doing now. What I'm doing now? I tell you, well, you over there by the door. What I'm doing now? You over there on your bed. What I'm doing now? You picking your nose. And then you'll keep asking me what I'm doing now. And you think you losing your mind because I'm telling you everything you're doing, right? So I'll be wasting my time. So that's not true. You see what I'm saying? You would think that a lot of stuff that sound good, that makes you sound like a superior and sound like someone that knows a lot, is someone that's really in tune with what's going on, right? But you want me to tell you something? The one that you may think that don't know a lot may be the one who's chosen to lead every living soul on this earth. It may be chosen to be able to be in control of every living soul on this earth. Have you ever heard, you still don't believe in? A lot of people, y'all been hearing it since the beginning of time, the Holy Trinity. You done got so wrapped up in all the stuff that goes on in the world, people don't even believe in the Holy Trinity that truly exists. So what I'm saying is, when you hear about the Son of God, do you know the Son of God is the one that the Father chose to be in charge, that he know that will take his orders and not do anything or think about nothing else but what he asked him to do. That's just on the surface of what I'm talking about, or what the truth is. The Son of God truly exists. Hey, everybody, I'm just go straight to God. This and this there. Yeah, you can go straight to the Father. You can. Yeah, you gonna go straight to the Father. Yeah. But you want me to tell you the thing about the Father? Just because you want to come to the Father is not on your time. So when you ready to talk, the Father he may talk to you, but he may not just do what you asking him to do right when you want him to do it. And a lot of people get all out of their body and think the Father ain't did nothing. So this how it goes. You'll ask the Father for something, the Father give you what you need. And then that what he gave, what you need, may not be a lot. So you say, man, that ain't what he gave. That ain't the Father answer my prayer. This normal shit I normally get. I normally get this shit. I done this myself. The Father ain't gave me this. My people, I could sit here and talk and talk. We'll be sitting there going back and back. This is not what I'm in for, man. I'm in it to be great with you guys. I'm in it to keep you guys in line with the truth, and I'm in it for to be happy. I'm in it to be a creator. I'm in it to be whatever you feel I need to be in order to be able to be fit to be in oneness with you in the Father. As far as selling my soul for a community, I never do that. I'm already part of great numbers. They all surrounded by me. They surrounding me now. You just don't see them. I'm a part of great souls. So I don't need billions and billions of numbers to feel great on this planet. Where I come from, your numbers are way greater than this numbers on this planet. So at the end of the day, man, you could probably take me, okay, he sound like someone that's part of her. He's saying, man, my nigga, and this and this. Yeah, you don't know nobody, do you? Do you understand? If the Son of God touched this earth and even knew that was the Son of God, you think he would have made it to 41 years old? Nah. Evil would have known he make it to this age where he at now. It's a major problem, ain't it? Ooh, it's a major problem. You don't even know it, though. It's okay, though. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You have to understand, man. You have to think outside of the box, man. Being just wrapped up in the physical realm and feeling special just in the physical realm is not where the power lies. It's not where you exist the most. The spiritual realm is where you exist the most. That's the one you hear the most. Everything you hear after that is stuff you hear the most, but it's not coming like who you are in the spiritual realm, your higher self. Good morning, Mama Boo. Your higher self speak to you every day. Evil may just your higher self, instead of turning, make that right turn. Stop right here. Don't go that way. Why you doing that? Daily. And you be hearing it, and you still do the same thing. So what that means, this is what since we playing smarts, since everyone want to have this big eyes, little U's, and I know what I'm saying, this and this here, and then we start going back and forth, debate, and who challenge each other, who the smartest, this and this here, like we in school and stuff of that nature. Let's do this. What do this make you if you hear yourself, higher self, telling you to make the right turn, and you make the left turn? What that make you when you go make that left turn and say, dang, something told me don't go that way? Why? Because some tragedy didn't happen to you. You had a bad wreck, or you went down that way and it ran into a gunfire, and ran down. What that make you? That's what I want to know. if you knowing this, that's probably ain't gonna even touch you though. That's not gonna touch you because a lot of people try to be creative with that one. What that make you if you know when you cut that pilot on and that fire is up there beaming? I'm talking about blasting, and you think you just so fast and clever, and you just keep doing that, and all of a sudden your ass get burnt, and you like motherfucking pilot, what the fuck, bitch? What that make you? Oh, hold on. Let's do this here. Let's get knee deep. Let's get to the root of this problem. Let's get to the root of what's going on in the world. In your head, when you go purchase that gun, yeah, you purchase that gun for protection, right? Right. Yeah, we gotta have guns. I gotta keep people out of my lawn. Intruders might want to come in. I gotta have this gun to keep their ass out of my yard. But when you kill someone, right? Your soul eats at you daily behind the person you kill. But you want me to tell you what makes you start building this courage and start feeling like this thing is something the big thing to be talked about of the life that you just took? Watch this here. Watch this here. When you get around people that you want to feel tough around and probably heard about you killing somebody. Yeah, man, what happened at your house, man? I heard somebody end up coming up, died, bro. You shot this money? Yeah, motherfucker came up in there and I already told him, motherfucker ain't finna play with me and my family shit. Got me fucked up. Bust a nigga in his ass. Let him have it. You understand me? And I do it a motherfucker again. The moment you start walking around now that's a war story. That makes you start walking around with your chest out because now you done something so motherfucking easy to where you think it's major. That was very easy for you to squeeze that trigger. But it was hard for you to accept that. Let me tell you why it's hard to accept that, because you sit there and talk to me about, man, what you had to do and you'll do it again, right? Right? But you want me to tell you what I know? If you got a heart and understand where you come from, that shit eats you alive every day that you took a life. Regardless of what they was trying to do. It never be a sleep that you can sleep on that makes you feel good about. Never. It never be a smooth sleep. You never sleep well no more. This shit traumatizes you. It fucks you up. That's the reason why you see people that go out to the military and go out to the army and stuff, to make ends meet, and they get over there and they be fucked up. Because that's not how the Father wanted things to be. He didn't want us to kill one another. Evil created this system, man. That's the reason why we think the shit cool when we catch a body. Yeah, nigga, I got me 10 bodies, man. Yeah, nigga, I'm bad, nigga. Then when it's time to face that time, you crying. Man, shit, man. You end up crying crocodile tears. The motherfucking people that gave you a life death penalty, you crying crocodile tears, but you done killed down to 13, 14 people. You sitting here crying. Want me to tell you who crying? It's not you in the physical realm, the one that would listen to evil whisper. It's the one that's been trying to tell you, man, stop, bruh. That's not us. Don't do that. The Father's watching us. Stop. He's crying out. That's the reason why people don't understand when they see serial killers and then they just crying out. They like crying crocodile tears. That ain't the person that the people know in the physical realm that's doing it, because they are too, but they the same person. They become as one when you begin to start in line with one another and start controlling your emotions. Start understanding that you're the servant. Start accepting truth, etc. Then they become as one, and you begin to understand what's going on, and you begin to know how to control the things in the physical realm to in line with the truth, the things that the Father wants for humanity since the beginning of time. But getting back to what you're saying, when you seeing people crying crocodile tears, that's their soul. That's their higher self. They've been playing their part and don't want to die. And meaning they don't want to face the Father. because they know better. They feel like they let the Father down. Once that soul is out of that body and it's knowing what it's going, it's out the body for, and they have to face the Father, or should I say, when they facing that time, that soul is crying out and begging, like, man, I didn't do it. I was telling them, like crying, like I'm hurt. Like I didn't let the Father down, because a lot of times when people doing that, a lot of people be so possessed in doing stuff of that nature, they don't even understand that evil and took control. A lot of stuff they doing, they thinking they in control of it because they hearing the thoughts of what they think belong to them, but they forget where they come from. They forget about the roots. What is the roots? You know what the roots is. Well, mama been teaching you since the day one. Your father been teaching you day one. Love, happiness. Stay away from those crowds. The Father already had this system laid out for you. You chose to go that way. You telling me that the Father ain't been in you and been helping you and been there for you. That's a lie. But you're afraid to accept that truth because you want to place the blame on something else. And then when the Father finally let you, face your choice you make, now all of a sudden the Father don't exist and all that stuff, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm just, my bull is asleep already. And this wasn't even a plan, my bull. No one that's a part of my life right now, this wasn't planned out. I didn't have plans on building on this right now. Because look, at time is ticking. I really had plans on letting my dogs out and let them potty, give y'all some content, build with y'all, keep y'all in oneness with greatness, and make you guys understand that, united we stand, divided we fall. You know what I'm saying? And then, that's just what I preach all the time, man, and I just want, that's just what the plan was. But, every day I wake, you know what I'm saying, and I jump on this live, you have to understand, when I start in line with my higher self, I have vibrate. We were created from a source of energy. So the more I get higher and higher, your soul can feel the energy of the chosen ones. Every time that I wake, I guarantee you, every time I turn this live on, it can feel me. Once I jump on live and souls start tapping into my live, it send out signals, send out waves to spirits, evil spirits and good spirits. That's the reason why you'll see so many people swooping in, swooping out, swooping in, trolling doing this, swooping in good, swooping in subscribers, swooping in this, swooping in this, swooping in this, swooping in this. It's because they looking for the energy, but when they see it, they can't accept it. Like, this can't be it. I know it's somewhere around, but they keep finding themselves right here. And they keep swooping around, then all of a sudden it began to snap. I need to subscribe. Something tell me this is what I'm feeling. Because I tapped in and I can feel it a little bit, but I'm kind of like, nah, he look like a thug. He look like, nah, let me look. I'm going to go keep looking. I'm going to go. Then it leads you back here. It keeps swooping in, swooping in. That's because we are in one with one another. Your soul know me. You just don't think you know me. Because you just exist in the physical realm. That's what I'm trying to make you understand, that you don't just exist in the physical realm. You came here in the physical realm to understand the things in the physical realm. But you brought a divine spirit with you in order to be in oneness with the divine in the physical realm, to keep things in oneness with the way the Father wanted. You had to stay in oneness with both to where it's in line, not to where it's departed. The moment you just start accepting one thing and fall victim to the whisper, and you start just doing just this, you start calling on this when it's just when you hurting or you're in pain, and then you start getting mad at them and blaming and this and this here, and then this what's in the physical realm start mattering the most. I gotta pay my bills, or I gotta do this, I gotta have these kind of clothes, I gotta have this, my kids ain't this, and I gotta do this and this and this and this here. And in the physical realm, everything is sound. You know better. Why are you doing that? Control your emotion. Stay focused. We say it all the time. your spiritual self, your physical, your higher self tell you all the time, control your emotion. Stop getting out of whack. Stop. Focus. Don't lose focus. Don't fall for that. No, go this way. Stop this here. Been coaching you ever since the day one. You just get so wrapped in the things in the physical realm and allowing the things that's going on in the physical realm and the people that's in the physical realm that think that just live in the physical realm and crying in certain degrees of success in the physical realm. You feel like you left out if you're not in line with it. And then when you start embracing something that's sign, you think you out of whack. Man, they gonna think something soft about me. Shit. Man, they got me fucked up, man. They gonna think something soft. Man, I ain't getting spiritual, though. I ain't getting spiritual, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, though, you know, God and this here. You afraid to accept who you are. Because it's frowned upon like it's weak. All because evil understand. The more I keep them in the physical realm and make them think living in the spiritual realm and letting them be in oneness where he can be in harmony to control the things to keep me in line, I got them. As long as I let them know that this is weak over here and this is stronger, this is questionable and this is real, I got them. It goes back to that same stuff. That this race thing. And everybody knowing, every race know this now. It's been told over and over and over and over. If you want to hide something from a black man, where you put it in the book, that's what they say. It went right over your head. You want to hide anything from the Father's chosen ones. You want to hide anything from the Father's creatures that don't understand. Make them just believe in the physical realm. Because if they just believe in the physical realm, they won't even understand how powerful they is. Because I don't stand a chance with them if they stay in oneness the way the Father created them. But since I wanted to make mockery of the Father's work and keep fool the angels that I brought with me out of heaven, making them think that I'm going to eventually conquer, think that, yeah, you see, knowing that you behind it, they're going to continue to follow you. But I'm here to tell you, if I tell you what I've been witnessing on the regular, a lot of those souls are asking for forgiveness except, yeah, I know. These trolls don't have nothing better to do. Yes. They feed on negative energy. It's called supply. Overstood. That's right. See, the thing what people fail to realize is this. Evil understand the energy you carry. So when humanity was created and evil was a monster, evil understood that the Father created humanity with one beat, one sound, harmony. You didn't know anything else but the good. So when it's just like how when you if you know history a little bit, I'm gonna speak on history, parts of history, certain things. Stop doing that. I'm gonna speak on some things that like it's just like, man, it's just so when you start investigating everything, it start making sense. It's just like when we're gonna speak about history, it's just like with the Indians and the Pilgrims. You know what I'm saying? It's just like with the Africans and the Pilgrims. When they came over the Europeans, I mean, when they come over there on that land, Africa, we're gonna speak about Africa first. When they come on that land of Africa, when they come on that land, Africa, the people in Africa didn't think anything else existed but them. So when a new culture, or should a new flavor, a new color start coming in, they're like, where was you? Who was you? We didn't think anything else existed. So yeah, we exist. you know, and the people in Africa at that time in the beginning was happy people, jolly people. Yeah, man, come on, man. But it's nice seeing you, man. Come on, man. Look what we got. We got nice, got fruit, we got gold, we got this and this. They ain't thinking of nothing evil. All they thinking is uniting with each other, being a part of one another. And then when those ones that being on the other side across that water, that was kind of in the places where it was kind of, you know, it wasn't looked at as being fruit to them. They didn't look at it as being a gold mine. Once they end up discovering when the Africans start showing them gold and showing them nice stuff and start this and this here, they start showing them stuff that they created to kill the animals. It was made to kill, that they made to kill the animals for with it first, but they end up start killing each other with it too. Eventually, they come over there with you know, it's showing this here, and then they got all of a sudden now they showing them to go. Wow, look at this guy. This is gold, man. What is the hell? They don't even know what they got going on. They just letting us showing this and this here, but they have been savages over on the other side, on one part. So when they start end up what's going on and seeing what's going on and able to turn this stuff into something big, and I ain't speaking on this to point to place no focus on no races and none of that. I hope you're not thinking that's what's going on. I'm breaking this down for something where you can understand what's going on, to where you can understand the difference when it came to humanity and came to the ones that had been kicked out of heaven for the madness that they was doing and sent down here. Yeah, separated. You get separated. You will not be amongst the believers, my servants, with that madness. I love you so much, I'll just separate you. Eventually you'll get it because you eventually realize you need me. I have always been good to you. And until you face that reality, I will strip you from everything I give you and I will curse you. But it goes back to the story of Africa, when they didn't know nothing else existed, just like when Father created humanity. Humanity was all happy. When evil came along, they weren't seeing evil as probably being a bad spirit. They knew it was probably bad, but they just see good. And it didn't take no time for them to get amongst them and start trying to put twists and making them understand that if you can do this and do that and you can do this, it didn't take no time. Because all they had to do was be clever enough. You had to remember humanity was a new stream or something. So a lot of knowledge that the angels had that came down, that got kicked out of heaven, the information they had, they already knew this new stream of that was something was pure. Everything is pure, but the Father have his way of doing things. And when he did what he put together, the way he put it together, yeah, it probably, you know, Father had, you know, like I can say, the Father have a way of doing things. That's all I can tell you. The Father have a way of doing things, and whatever he did, he done it for the way he done it because that's how he wanted it. So when those ones that got kicked out, that would start being disobedient, start coming around and trying to disturb and misguide those that was really more powerful than them, to be honest with you. Because they didn't have all their ability. They had enough ability to put up a fight, but if humanity would have stayed in oneness with the Father and didn't fall victim to that, the Father would have made sure they had what they need to keep them off the land. Because that's what they was really sent down, they were created for, and when united with each other for, is to protect the land and join together and stay united and be happy and be good. They was supposed to be, humanity was supposed to be an example to evil, to make evil understand that it was good that I was doing. But instead of we fighting to make evil understand that what we call evil understand that when the Father created humanity, it was a good thing. We start falling for the bait and making it like what the Father created was a bad thing. The same way them Europeans went over to them Africans and they wasn't doing nothing. They went over there with them guns and they went over there showing them goods and tried to trade out. It was a lot. It's just speculating on stuff because there was a lot of stuff going on in them lands too. Don't make it like just because they didn't know that it was new. It was a new body of people on this planet that they didn't have kind of stuff going on too. Stuff going on, been going on, been going on. That's why I say don't get it. Don't get me speculating because I know history is deep, 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 deep. And it's understanding, so I'm just kind of building up to give you the understanding of what's going on. So you'll understand the difference, you know what I'm saying, of the whisper, you know what I'm saying, and who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it goes back to what I was telling you. When you were created into the world of Father, I already had a system that was ready for you, that's supposed to keep you in harmony. That's the reason why when your mother looked you in your eyes, she was embracing you with love. And let your daddy hold you, but he wasn't gonna hold him too long. Hey, give me the baby. Give me the baby. You the father. Yeah, let me do what I need to do. Make sure you understand love first. Yeah, I want you to teach strength, but they need this first. These laws already, the Father have already created this system. Women do this and don't even know this is what they're doing. But this is the laws of the land. When we speaking about laws of the universe, this is laws of the land. The laws of the land is already in you. You just go against them. So when you start going against them, you start saying the universe and start trying to be creative and doing this, start making up this and this here, acting like it's something that you'll have to go find. Ain't nothing you have to go find. It's already in you. You just start changing it. Thinking you making it better, you making it worse. But back to the point I'm making, mama teaching you love from day one. Rocking you, holding you, being precious and gentle with you. It don't matter if it was a male or female. It's just what the Father wanted them to know. Love first. Teaching them. Rocking them, holding them, looking them in his eyes. Mother doing that. Baby reach a certain point. That's the reason why when you see the mothers that's still with the father, she starts sleeping now and that baby think, it's time to teach them strength now. Balance them out. And then you start telling you when you gonna get the baby. In the beginning, she wasn't letting you saying nothing about that. Because it's law. You just have to pay attention. It's law. These are systems that's already been set forward. It's in you already. You looking for it. It's already in you looking for something that's already in you. So whenever the baby reached a certain point and the mama still up, and then you wake up, if the baby is crying, this here. Yeah, go get him. Man, you been relaxing the whole time and you sleeping and you hearing your beautiful baby on the side and mama daddy getting up and she ain't tripping. But it's a system that's already in her, already knowing when it's time for you to step in now. So when she get that deep sleep, it's time for you to step in. It's time to start creating some balance now. I'm still gonna be pushing this love, but it's time for some of that balance, that strength to come in here now. Bring it out. It's your time, daddy. You may get them and probably be a little firm with it. No, I'm gonna show you how to hold. And you gonna hold it. You gonna hold it, you gonna figure out how to hold good, and then you gonna have that firm kind of hold with that strength. And then you gonna be teaching the baby the opposite of what mama taught him, the strength, so it can balance out. It's beautiful. Watching the birth of a baby. Watching the roles that the mother and father plays that they don't even know that they playing because they ain't investigating the system. They just living it. Then the baby reaches a certain point, the mother and father start falling out of love and stop feeling like it's not worth it, and then the baby miss out on the mother and father and fruits of Mother and father being a part of their life and stuff of that nature and stuff getting out of whack, baby start getting out of whack, stuff start getting out of whack, still start getting out of whack and stuff keep getting out of whack, and now we in the time we living in, out of whack. Sons turning on fathers, mothers turning on daughters, and daughters turning on mothers, sons turning on fathers, and fathers turning on sons. Laws being set forward, knowing it's going against the father's, what the father want for humanity, want for the people. All kinds of crap. Money is being considered a major, and people are being controlled by it, and this and this here. Woo, woo, woo. Pay attention, man. People saying ignorance is bliss. Listen to what it say if you saying you smart. How ignorance is bliss. Ignorance would never be bliss. I don't know who's told and made that up. It had to be ignorance that made that up. Someone that's very special and smart, the Father's creation, that don't understand that they will answer and have to pay for that. That done created and destroyed and corrupt something that was good and think it's gonna continue on. Remember I told y'all, time is ticking. I'm not here instead of saying time is ticking because I want you to relive Revelations when they told you the world was coming to an end in 2000. Like they know what the Father got in store. How the world is coming to the end in 2000. When the Father loved his creation so much that he allowed everything that existed on it, even though it's considered a bad, remain. Nah. Been bamboozled. You got to accept, my people. Oh, I'm not a fool. Why not? You're not. May not be a fool, but you are looked at like a fool. You know that, right? I ain't no motherfucker fool. Why come you wouldn't be feeling like you should be considered a fool at times from some of the stuff you do? Foolish. How can you know that being beat on is something that your heart don't desire, and you continue to be with a man that beats on you? How can you remain in a relationship with a man that wants more than one woman and never be able to enjoy just you and get the fully of you out of them, and out of you, because got too much going on and stuff? How can you, come on, man. Do I need to keep preaching, man? Do I need to keep giving you truth for you to understand who you are looking at? This is not nothing that makes, see the thing what you have to understand about chosen is this. Some of the chosens go through stuff that you probably couldn't even withstand at your best days. If you knew my struggle, you would say, I know something about you. It's something special about you. If you only knew my struggle, if you knew the beginning, day one, when I arrived on this planet, and you start connecting the dots and putting it together, and now you're getting what you're getting right now, you'll probably say, I know it. That's what they doing now. The ones that know who I am. I knew it was something. God damn, we didn't. No, I don't do that now. Get it together. Clean up now. Got time to clean up. Time ticking. And I ain't talking just to humanity. I'm talking to the ones that been disturbing humanity, misguiding them, destroying them, and thinking that they gonna continue to live on. Yeah, that's who I'm talking to. Yeah, that's who I'm talking to. You have to understand, my people, that what's going on is bigger than what you think is going on. If I told you what's going on right now when it comes to this planet, and I ain't talking about the stuff that's going on the planet, cars, houses, money, people on it, roads, grass, trees, all that kind of stuff, right? That ain't what I'm talking about. I can talk to you about something that you haven't even heard in the news. And if the news did speak on it, probably speculated, but they don't even understand. They got parts of it together. They probably don't even understand what's going on. If you only knew what was going on, then you will understand that time is ticking. I'm not steady saying time is ticking to scare you. I'm saying time is ticking because you have a choice to make. Get back in oneness with what matters the most. Understand that we were created to be united. We're not racist. We're one body of one thing that's in line with LOVE. That's what we are. When we created, we fell victim to saying, oh, he's purple, or he's green, he's yellow, he's black. We don't call him Hispanic. We don't call them African American. We don't call them African. We don't call them Japan. We don't call them, guess what start happening? Separate this, separate that, separate this, separate that, and guess what it gave Eve the opportunity to do? Because Eve knew what they were doing. It gave Eve the opportunity to be able to set laws in each one of these colonies. All right, we want them to believe this. They're going to believe this over here. We want them to believe this over here. And we want them to believe that they can't put this together because if they put this together, this is what's going to happen, and it just ain't going to work. We're going to want them to have to lead this here. We're going to want them to think this here and this here. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's keeping every information. Oh, I can't trust them. Oh, I can't do this in one. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, this is. They don't this and this. They don't trust this here. They very racist. This and this here, and it's going back and forth. And if you don't, guess what's starting to happen? You stop focusing on what matters the most. You start focusing on ignorance. But they said ignorance is bliss. That's bliss? I don't think that's bliss, man. If I'm not a fool or smartest man of the world, don't bliss mean happiness? Am I right or what? A bless happiness, right? Is ignorance that? Being a fool is because ignorance is in that same department, fool, right? Right? What is bliss? Let's see it. Let's see what bliss is. Let's see what bliss is. We got someone that's smart now. We got someone that's smart now, right? Let's get to the bottom of it. I believe bliss is supreme happiness, smart one. Who is you, DT? You playing with my intelligence? Oh, we got one. We got one. We got one. So to make the people understand that I don't talk, I'm very educated. And that's not what I'm here to do, for no one to challenge what I know. But as you can see, what it say? Supreme happiness, perfect joy. Do I need to say more? So how is ignorance bliss? Ignorance, happiness? So not knowing makes you happy. I don't think that makes you happy. You think the Father created you not knowing. It hurts the Father It makes the Father feel some type of way to hear you say he don't exist. And to everyone that don't understand, when you say the Father don't exist, look up disobedient. That's what you are being, disobedient. And if you don't snap back, you have to answer for that. Yeah. It don't matter how long I've been on live. I've been alive for 41 years on this earth. Live. And you have too. How you been live for how long you been? You been on live for how long is that, right? Because whenever you not got your camera on, ain't you live? Your heart's still beating. Live, ain't it? So I don't know where you're going with the ignorance. You have to be careful who you play with. Because if I start telling you everything what you're doing, I will have you running in the closet trying to hide from me. So stop playing with me, man. I'm not your soccer buddies or your basketball friends and people that you think is someone that's to be played with. I'm not that. Just because you thinking that I get on her saying Theo and you thinking it's just somebody being clever and trying to sound great. I don't have to prove to you that time is ticking. Just keep doing what you're doing and you will see me. But you may not see me in the shell. You're going to see the true me because your soul going to see who in here. I say time is ticking. Not come pulling up, challenging what I know. I come from the divine. It's not show and tell. It's the tell. I don't hide truth for my Father's creation. I bring truth. And I break truth down in ways that probably never been broke down. I speak facts. That's it. It's easy. You see the thing when I used to be a one that thought ignorance was bliss. I can get on her and pop it for real. When I say get on her and pop it, I'm a riddle. I will spin you with riddle after riddle after riddle after riddle. I will make you think, boy, you got words. You know how to play with words, man. That's not what I'm about no more. When it came to the streets, man, I was one of the most, we not even gonna relive that. That's not what this is about. All that stuff is stuff that makes me understand the reason why the Father wanted me to understand the people on this land. To know the difference between a believer and a disbeliever. Overstood, my boo. Appreciate you, Quinn. But TB family, y'all beautiful creatures. Don't let no one, don't let anyone make you compromise what your heart desire. Don't settle for anything that don't make you happy because you feel like you're alone. You're never alone. You with a woman beater, get rid of them. You don't have to bash them. Just tell them you're not fit for me. You got too much going on. In regards to how much time and love into it, it ain't that much love into one beating you. Ain't too much love in beating you. Oh, he loved me though. He just beat me. He just don't know how to control his emotions. If you continue to deal with that, whenever your parents have to put you in the dirt, then you have to answer to the Father because you mad that you're in the dirt and he back with the Father. Just make sure you know how you can handle the truth when the Father say, I told you. You chose to continue to stay there. I told you it's time to go. You heard me and you still made your decision and I stepped back because you wouldn't listen. Never that. Never that. We're on two different journeys. I think I got probably a Kevin Gates energy, dog, because I've been told I look like him. That's the reason why you in line me with just that image or that body of person. Because I heard the brother speaks, right? But I also see things on the brother too that you may not see. Brother, a beautiful creature. Why wouldn't he be a beautiful creature? Because he comes from our Father. Our Father. Brother, very smart, brother. You have to remember, Eve was very smart too, to a certain extent. They smart to those that don't know no better, because they can spin you and put you in a bag of game and make you feel like, yeah, this right here is going to bring forth change right here. This where it's at right here. It don't take no rocket science to sit there and study ways to lose weight and what parasites and stuff like this, and hear a person learn herbial and this and that. That's not nothing complicated. And then be so creative with it because you're creative. You know how to put it together to sound like the smartest person in the world. Using big words that people don't understand, but people associate with someone being smart. And even though you're using it in the right content, the ones that don't understand will fall victim to it. And they will consider him one of those ones that might be a chosen one or a divine one. In other words, all because they don't understand. They don't see things that I see or know what I know. It's not to look at no one as a little you, and I'm the big I. I'm just speaking truth. You can accept it, or you can say, man, you think you just superior. You on some old bullshit, this and this here. You're entitled. It's on you, brother. I don't bash no one. I'm just telling you, be careful. And don't align me with no one. Align me with me. Why I can't be me? Why I gotta be in the line and one is and shine in the shadow of someone else? Like Kevin Gates. You put me in the shadow of Kevin Gates. I'm not even in my own light. I'm shining in the light of somebody that you look at as being a superior or a great one or a knowledgeable one. Or someone that's receiving the divine enlightenment. But you don't accept me for me. I have to be placed in the categories of those that would never be compared to me. I told you who I am. Have you took out the time? Have anyone took out the time to look up Theo? Let's take out the time to look up Theo. I think I shared this once before with the community. Overstood, appreciate you. And Theo, it's a Greek word, here. And Theo, her, gonna probably put their own twist on it. But Theo is a gift. To you. And a gift to who the Father feel is for me. That's what Theo is, a gift to you. It's a gift. Same thing I've been telling you guys from the beginning. I'm a gift to you. You're a gift to me. That's why I'm here serving you. Because you're a gift. This is a journey. You were my gift. Father felt that I was fit for this journey. And when he gave me the understanding about how that's gonna go, yeah, I had to start from day one. Things going on that I disagree with. But I stopped disagreeing with it because I understand now that the Father works smart. He done a fine job. Now I can get the job done now. Thank you, Father. Can I get an amen? Thank you, Father. You one of the most sharpest ones I've been. Whew, gives me chills just thinking about you, Father. You protected me and watched over me to make it to this point. To be the one to the gifts that you have waiting for me, regardless of what caliber they are in or what people may say about them. All of you guys and ladies are gifts to me. You creations that comes from a very, very special person to me and should be a very, very special to you. It's time, man. Bulls in her. Listen to the sound of nature. Listen. If you listen to the sound, don't you hear snoring? That should tell you that we all were created out of one beat, one sound, harmony. The snores are in oneness with me and you. When you snore, I guarantee your snore is not off from no animal or living thing in there. It don't matter if your snore may be that is still on beat. It haven't got out of harmony. Even though it put a tap in and it still was right, it still was in line. It just tapped. It's beauty in the beast. Beauty in the beast. A lot of people consider the beast is this planet. They name it the belly of the beast. Because they say this planet has been eating you up, chewing you up, and spitting you out. I done had enough of them. I don't want them no more. Get out of here. But TV ain't family. It looked like we got one of those long shifts, man. We got tight shifts, man. That wasn't planned. I'm noticing I'm tapping in into 4 a.m. again. You know, you guys, I roll like this day before yesterday, I believe day before yesterday. And I was up late like that because I ended up a little sleep wave came over me. Like I was kind of started kind of get drained. I love to fight. It's like I be wanting to like serve and serve and serve and serve. Well, I just don't even want to go to sleep, man. So what I did was since, I was getting a little tired a little bit before I normally, call it a day. I said, man, maybe I'm gonna just drink me an energy drink. And normally what energy drink that I like to drink is that Monster. You know what I'm saying? The black can with the green writing. But I wanted to try something new. It was already told me that Red Bull was a good one. And I think I tasted once before, but I never went in the store and bought me one because I was just so hooked on the monsters. Man, I went in there and finally bought my own personal can. It was probably about this time of a Red Bull. I would never do that again at the wrong time. Boy, I tell you, boy, that Red Bull got to get into my system, man. That mug got to cut up, man. I'm talking about cutting up, man. All of a sudden, at first, I was thinking, maybe it's just me, you know, because I normally I be fighting with sleeping, then after a while, I end up waking back up. It's like I get a boost of energy or something from somewhere. For real, for real. Probably be a good thing. But, man, I drunk that thing. That thing was on me. But TV Inc. family, I love you guys. I brought you guys more content. Y'all stay blessed. Keep placing your best foot forward. And remember, you can do all things through the Father who strengthens you. As long as you have a mustard seed of faith, anything that's formed against you won't get a break. Remember that. It won't get a break. Because you're going to be in beast mode. You're going to be on their ass. Get up out of here. Oh, you ain't welcome here. What are you doing? You see what's going on. You ain't hearing what I'm saying. Y'all haven't started catching on yet, have y'all? Remember. Y'all know it, yeah? Y'all heard me? Remember. I say it all the time. Just start letting it sit on you. And you'll begin to understand where I'm coming from when I say that. Pay attention to me. I haven't gave you a break yet. For what? For what? Ain't that why we sleep? Ain't that why we sleep on this planet? That's the break. That's the only break you need. Get your rest. It's break time. Once you up and moving, if your body is saying it's time to go, it's time to go to sleep now. Yeah, you supposed to be in low gear and putting it down. Like I said, you can do all things through the Father who strengthens you. As long as you have a mustard seed of faith, anything that's formed against you won't get a break. Those are beautiful words. That's why I say it so much. It just keeps me in remembrance how powerful I am. Get you some rest. Get you some rest as well. But TV family, I'm finna get out of here. Y'all stay out the way. Keep placing your best foot forward. I guess I'll see you guys in the AM. I'm home.